Boo! Ha ha ha! Hello OG Angels and welcome to Angel Energy NYC with Angel Abs. That's me. Welcome to Spooktober.
October, but spooky.
I am so excited to be doing this video today. This is the first Spooktober video of 2021. I'm just so excited to film this video, to film a Spooktober video for Angel Energy NYC. As you can see, I am in a new space. This is my new studio apartment. I've yet to show you guys my entire apartment because this move has been like really crazy, really hectic, and really slow, like a slow move in. A lot has happened over the summer. It is what it is, and some unfortunate changes, some good changes, but here we are. I'm so excited for this Spooktober. Please stick with us. If you're new to my channel, please take your time right now. Do this right now.
Subscribe, baby.
Please subscribe. Welcome to our growing, abundant OG Angel fam bam. Once you subscribe, you will become an OG Angel. Oh, okay. Because it's Spooktober, I'm so glad I have amazing news for you guys. So if you are an OG Angel, if you're a fan of Meet Cleo and Abs, or an actor of Meet Cleo and Abs, be excited because Cleo, our co-creator of Angel Energy NYC, will be returning to
NYC.
TBD. I will let you guys know. So we have so many things in store, and yes, it's been a year postponed for Angel Energy NYC. Sketch comedies, short films, so many of the entertainment side of Angel Energy NYC will now be coming together. We're going to be shooting, we're going to be writing, we're going to be casting, we're going to be doing every single thing we wanted to do last year here now because our co-creator is returning to NYC. So yes, we are best friends. She's Cleo, I'm Abs. Now we can actually really do what we've been manifesting, what we've been dreaming of doing. Rather than chasing our dreams, we're going to be in it, we're going to be doing it. And I just want you guys to know what's going on because this is family, but like a vlog on what's going on with Angel Energy NYC and with me, Angel Abs. That's basically everything that's going on. With all of that being said, I am going to get started. So I'm filming on my phone today, as usual. I found a lot of spooky ghost stories on Reddit. I found a lot of stories on Reddit. Oh, there's my boyfriend texting me. Okay, Leon was calling. Alright guys, I found 16 scary stories. I'm just gonna go through them and whatever sounds the craziest, I'm gonna read them. So the one that sticks most out to me is, I'm gonna read these. Okay, so the red eyes, true story, creepy nursing home stories, this made me stop working the night shift, a couple more experiences while working in prison, saw a ghost of a young boy today while visiting my mom's plaque, saw a ghost, that's sad by the way, Auntie Mos House, 1990s. I think that sounds the most interesting to me. I'm gonna start with Auntie Mos House, 1990s. I think that sounds like pretty good to me. Okay, here we go. Maybe I need some water before. Auntie Mos House, 1990s. So when I was, yeah, I definitely need water. One sec, guys. One sec.
One sec. Does it sound like Ariana?
I'm ready. Auntie Mos House, 1990s. From Ghost Stories on Reddit. And this is posted by snowflake_rider333, 12 days ago. So when I was little, I lived in Grays Harbor in Washington State. More specifically, Cosmopolis, Washington. And my aunt and her 3 kids lived in the next town over, Oberdeen, Washington. So I lived with my mom and my brother until I was 7.5 or 8. Then I moved with my grandparents. This story happened through a period of 6 or so years. Anyway, my aunt is a hairdresser, and this house that she moved into had a space in the back big enough to have her own little salon type area. This house was a 1-story, 3-bedroom house with 1 bathroom. My other aunt and her 2 children lived across the street from her, and the oldest, I'm not going to disclose my cousin's names, so I will use other names for this. My cousin Tina would babysit her younger brother, Auntie Mos kids, and myself, basically, anytime the adults needed time out, away from us. and because Mo's house was the biggest and most convenient, that is where we would all stay until my parents came home. Okay, yeah, makes sense. So they'd all stay at Auntie Mos house when all the parents were out. Backstory of the house. The house was owned by a man who lived by himself and had been alone for a long time after his wife had passed away. He had passed away in his closet and was found after concerned neighbors went to check on him after not seeing him around for a while. It took years for the house to finally get sold, the buyer being my aunt. The first few months of being in the house, there didn't seem to be any problems until my aunt started to renovate the back room for her salon. Her oldest son, Joe, had gotten up to use the bathroom in the middle of the night, and the sink started to turn on and off. This had scared him so bad that he didn't want to use the bathroom by himself anymore. But that was just the beginning. Soon, you could hear heavy footsteps up in the attic overhead, and things started to move on their own. The dog would constantly freak out and bark at what seemed to be nothing. We constantly felt someone touching our heads, almost like getting a pat on the top of your head by your parent or an adult family member or friend. There was one occurrence that really stuck with me though. It was in the middle of the winter, and Tina was babysitting the other kids and me. About an hour after the parents had left, the dog was in the laundry room and the door was shut and locked because the door on the other side of the laundry room went to the backyard outside. The dog started to just freak out, and the door to the laundry room flew open violently, and all the kids screamed. Tina ran to the door, closed it, and relocked it, and quickly ran back to the living room where the rest of us were. No sooner than when she got there, the sound of the door unlocking was heard, and the door flew open a second time. This happened several times in a row, and the dog was just going crazy at this point. So Tina went and got the dog out of the kennel in the laundry room, and we all went across the street to her house for the rest of the time that our parents were out. Aunt Mo's kids didn't want to go home that night. That's crazy. That was by far the scariest time I had in that house. But so many other things had happened as well. My mom had a really freaky thing happen there when she was pregnant with my little brother. She was sleeping in my aunt's bed with my brother's father, Rick. Rick had... I thought I just saw something in the screen. Oh my god! Okay. Oh god. Rick had woken up in the middle of the night to the spirit of a man at the... Oh my god. I'm not gonna be able to sleep. Rick had woken up in the middle of the night to a spirit of the man at the end of the bed, just staring at him, and my mom sleeping. He woke up my mom pointing at the spirit, and all she did was look at the spirit, then Rick just telling Rick, "So what? He's just curious as to who is in this house. Just go back to sleep and ignore him. He is not going to hurt you." Rick, however, got up and got out of the house as fast as he could. Rick, however, got up and got out of the house as fast as he could and would never enter that house again for any reason whatsoever. Oh my gosh. This is all the time I have for you now, but I will write about other things I've experienced at a later date. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Oh gosh, so that's the story. That's Auntie Mos House, 1990s. Wow. I wonder what's going on there now, and I wonder if Auntie Mo lives there still. Maybe they wrote more, and then if you wanted to hear more by them, then you could let me know, okay? Let me know in the comments if you want to hear more about Auntie Mos House in the 1990s. Next story. Next scary story. Okay. I think the next one that sounds most intriguing is also by Snowflake_Writer333. Oh, okay. This one's called Grandma's Dolls. So this is gonna be a real haunting. I lived with my grandma and my grandpa from the age of 8 to 14. So my grandma collected dolls of all kinds and kept them in the guest bedroom. She had over 100 dolls, a lot of them being porcelain, but some of the dolls were old, unsavory looking dolls. And the one that creeped me out the most, was the ventriloquist dolls. Basically, the same one featured on Goosebumps. By the way, that was like my favorite Goosebumps movie, the one with the ventriloquist doll. And that one was like really scary. Like that Goosebumps movie with the ventriloquist doll was insanely scary. Like that's some real life scary stuff. Like that doll, I loved it. I loved it. But that doll was so scary, y'all. Okay. Anyway, just like the one in Goosebumps.
Just like the one in Goosebumps. Just like the one.
My bedroom was right next to the guest bedroom, and when I first moved in, I was not really bothered by the dolls. Maybe because I was younger and always distracted by other things. As I got older, I started to get a really bad feeling from that room and would start shutting the guest room at night, because when I had to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, I would have to look into that room. My camera just stopped recording in the middle of me talking. Okay, so where was I? As I got older, I started to get a really bad feeling from that room. I would start shutting the guest room at night, because when I had to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, I would have to look at that room coming back. But when I did eventually get up to go to the bathroom, the door would be open, knowing full well that I had closed it before I went to bed. My grandparents claimed to not be responsible. The dolls be opening up the door. I don't know about that. When I was 12, one of my grandma's friends had passed away, and she had taken a lock of hair from that friend, now dead, and attached it to the head of one of her oldest dolls. Soon after, I started to hear voices coming from that room at night. And every time I would go past... It's my neighbor. He's like yelling, always on the phone. Anyway. Soon after, I started to hear voices from that room at night, and every time I would go past that room and peek in, I felt like all of the dolls' eyes were just staring straight into my soul. Can you not like scream on the phone? Like, I bet you guys, you can hear every single thing that this guy's saying. And not only does he scream on the phone when he's working, but he also screams at his dog. Like, I'm gonna go in, this is a whole nother video that I'm gonna have to make, because this is like an Andrew TMI moment. Like, my neighbor screams at his dog. I'm gonna catch it on camera and I'm gonna post it. Like, he screams at his dog. I feel so bad for the dog. If I was that dog, I'd be barking at him. Anyway, that's another video, but That's creepy. She would feel like all of her dolls, those dolls are staring at her soul. And let's talk about the grandma putting her friend's hair on the doll. Okay, was the grandma like a witch or something? Like, is your grandmother a witch? Why is she putting the hair on the doll? Like, why else would you be doing that? Why? Why would you be doing why would you do, why? I need answers. I'm gonna read the comments. Okay, anyway. Okay. When I turned 13, I started to get really bad nightmares and would wake up in the bed shaking. When I turned 13, I started to get really bad nightmares and I would wake up to the bed shaking. I would jump out of bed and it would continue to shake, and I would be too much of a chicken to wake up my grandparents to tell them about it, because their answer to everything is to pray for deliverance and ask God to cast away the nightmares, because the only kind of spirits is the Holy Spirit. Wow. I mean, I agree with your grandparents, but I would have still woken them up. Like, I'd be so like, your bed is shaking. Your bed is shaking. You're just gonna stand there? There's no way. There's no way. I'm waking up my grandparents and we can all pray together, okay? Because the more, the merrier, baby. And that's true. If you pray with friends, the better it is. It's like meditating with your friends. These episodes of bed shaking and constant voices coming from the doll room never stopped, but the last straw for me was, I swear I just saw something. Like, you guys, like, these stories, I feel like, ugh, I don't know. Okay, these episodes of bed shaking and constant voices coming from the doll room never stopped, but the last straw for me was the black shadow that would fly across my room. So I started to always sleep with something over my eyes, and still do to this day. I ended up moving in with my aunt after it had gotten to the point of me not wanting to go to my room at all. Dang. Like, right before I read that, I saw like a little like thing. But like, I understand. Do you guys sleep with the covers over your face? Because I totally do, every single night. I hope I didn't scare you too much, but I hope I did scare you a little bit for October and Halloween. Have a great day, night, or morning, whatever this is for you. Give us a big thumbs up and like this if you like this video. Give me a nice comment below. Let me know what you are interested in seeing next. Let me know what you think about that grandma putting her friend's hair on the doll, because that's just strange. It's like she was asking for something weird to happen, you know? What was that grandma doing? I think there was more motive behind that. Thanks for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate every single one of you. One view means way more to me than you will ever know. I just want to put this out there. I love you guys. Be nice to yourself and to others, because everybody's going through crazy things right now, and we all just need to be there for each other, to support each other as angels. We are all earth angels, and we are vibrational beings, and what we put out there does come back. The more love that you put out there, the more you will receive, and the more the world will heal. Just spread more love. Do one thing today that makes you smile and makes somebody else smile. These are stories and videos to get people's minds off of the negativity and the crap that this world has to offer, and it puts you on to all the great things that this world has to offer. Vibe high, angels.
Yeah. Yeah.